identified our shooter. He's a male Hispanic, 15. His name, Jose Alejandro Rivas Figueroa. Rivas Figueroa, 15 years old. He resides in a temporary shelter in the Stratford Hotel on West 70th Street. He entered our country in September of this year. He is considered armed and dangerous. He's 15 years old. He is in possession of a .40 caliber handgun that he had no problems firing into a crowd of the store, striking a tourist, not shooting at the cops once, shooting at them twice. Our detectives, our Fugitive Regional Task Force is currently looking for him as we speak. And I gotta tell you, if one of those bullets hits our cop last night, this is a whole different conversation we're having today. Our cops showed great restraint not to fire their weapon into crowded New Yorkers. I failed to say this, and I'll reveal it now. Our 15-year-old shooter is also a suspect in an armed robbery January 27th in the Bronx at gunpoint. I can reveal to you now also, he's a suspect in a shots fired job in Midtown North behind me, where 45 caliber shell casings were recovered. Those shell casings will attempt to be matched up to the shell casings from last night and see if it's the same weapon used. His origin is Venezuelan.
Can you speak to the Venezuelan gangs that are infiltrating the city that...
Okay, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation you Akim out there that's been pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This migrant crisis is only going to get worse because most of these migrants coming in from Venezuela, China, Africa, certain parts of Africa, they have criminal records. They have criminal records and they're coming over here, and most of them are gang members or ex-gang members or fleeing their country because they done did a crime and they don't want to go to jail, so they come on over here. And when they come over here, they pick up where they left off in their country and start committing crimes. Now, I done did videos on this situation, this subject about these migrants, on previous videos. And some of them, what they would do, they would ride on mopeds, these bikes, and they mainly target women. And this has been going on in the Bronx. They would ride on the sidewalk and snatch up a purse and keep it moving. Because they own these mopeds, these bikes, which is illegal to ride on the sidewalk, but they don't care. And another thing they would do was they would knock on your door. And this was going on in certain parts of the Bronx where they got private houses and certain parts of Queens. And they would knock on your door. And if a woman answered the door or if a man answered the door, they would ask for money. And they would have a woman there with a child or two children. Meanwhile, they got a group of 5 men armed with a gun or some knives waiting to bum rush you as soon as you go in your pocket and become some kind of assistance to these women and children. And they will bum rush you, run in your crib, tie you up, take all your shit, all your goods out your house, ramshack your crib, and leave you there. There was no case of they murdered people or shot people. They just tied them up and ramshacked their crib. And then you got another event where they riding around in a van. It'd be an older gentleman or older dude with a woman, with a child in the van, but they would stop you. They'd pull up on you while you crossing the street, or they would pull up on you at the light and ask you for, directions or for money. And then the door open up on the side of the van and men get out and carjack you. These are the things that's happening in New York City. These are the things that's happening in Chicago, Detroit, wherever there's migrants at. And it's only going to get worse. And they targeting a lot of women. Because women are more vulnerable than men in this situation. That's why they riding on sidewalks and snatching women purses and rummaging through their pockets. And it's only going to get worse. These people don't care about you. The government officials, the mayor, they're allowing these blue states, they're allowing these migrants to come in, knowing that half of them have criminal records. Don't get me wrong, some of these migrants coming in, they want a better life. But in all reality, if you look on the spiritual aspect, they're coming over here to be judged. They're coming over here to taste of those missiles. And that's the whole bottom line. This is 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. And it reads, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." We see the pride, the arrogance of these people. The people that's coming over here, they feel entitled. These migrants that coming over, they feel entitled, and they're getting free goodies. They're getting a free debit card, housing, a free debit card with $1,000 on it every month, paid for by taxpayers' dollars. So they feel entitled. And then the ones that's not getting that, they turn to the streets. They turn to what they really like to do, what they're accustomed of doing. Robbing, shooting, gangbanging, drug dealing. That's what they like. That's what they're accustomed to doing, and that's why they're over here. They fled their country for whatever reason, and now they're over in the Americas, picking up from where they left off. In these different cities that these so-called government officials are busting them in. So back in 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 50, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." And these are the miseries that's coming. There's going to be more miseries. Robberies, house invasions, gunplay. At certain hours of the night, you can't be out in the streets because you're going to get robbed if the Lord ain't with you. In certain parts of the Bronx, like in the Van Ness neighborhood, that section over there, it has been a large breaking of cars. And it's done by these migrants. They breaking in cars, stealing what they can steal. Most of them, they are crafty with automobiles, so they know how to break a car down, steal your tires, bust your windows, take your valuables out of your car. That's why it doesn't pay to keep valuables in your car visible where they can see it, because they're going to try to break in and take your shit. This is what you have to deal with in this situation with these migrants. And everybody that does not have the protection of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is going to be taken in a great number, pursuant to 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 1. If you're not seeking the Lord Yahweh Yahweh Shah, if you're not into this truth, if you're not into this thing of ours, if you're out there doing your own thing, worshiping Jesus or whoever you're worshiping, Allah, Buddha, whoever you're worshiping, you're going to be taken in a great number. Because these miseries are definitely coming. These miseries are definitely coming. It's already here. Look at the situation in Chile. The fire. Isaiah 29, verse 6. Look what's going on in Ukraine. By the way, Tucker Carlson did a video, did an interview with Vladimir Putin the 6th of February. Last night, energy weapons struck a facility in Moscow. So things are heating up, man. Things are heating up in this situation with these migrants. What they're going to do, they are going to, how they're going to take control of this situation that they allowed to happen, that they created. It's too much crime. Crime is going up. So what we're going to do is we're going to monitor you. How they're going to monitor you? By giving you that charagma. And that's how they're going to monitor. That's how they're going to monitor the situation. They're going to claim, "Oh, we're doing this for the benefit of the safety of the people." to monitor the people. If you were a law-abiding citizen, you want a chance in this society, you got to take this charagma that is going to trickle down from the migrants to the citizens of the United States. That's what they planning on doing. You can see it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 9. Then shall they be in a pitiful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Everybody, there's no excuse. Everybody that's came across a Great Millstone video on YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, certain instances, Instagram, TikTok, there's no excuse. There's no cloak for what the hell is about to come down upon you. There's no cloak for your skin, for your sins. It was coming down. It was going to come down a pipe. It's going to affect you drastically. Because you have abused the ways of the Most High, where you had liberty to get this truth. And it's going to go into that. And it reads, back in 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 9, then shall they be in pitiful cage, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments, for such in their life have received benefits and have not known me. We know the Section 8, the good jobs, just living your life, the good job, the Section 8, the child support, the WIC, the money from the government that's supporting you, and even these so-called celebrities that has millions of dollars, you receive them benefits. You don't know the Lord, but you're gonna go through great turmoil. You're gonna go through great tribulation, and it's coming. It's not only around the corner. It's a couple of feet away. Wait till the summer come. Wait till we enter to the summer months. Let's see how it plays out. It says, and they that have lost my law while they had yet liberty, and when there was place of repentance was open to them, despised. I'm saying they then understood it. Let me read it again. It says, let me get my light too. It says, and they that have, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 11, and they that have lost my law while they yet had liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. And that's what's happening, man. A lot of people are going to be taken. A lot of people are going to get put to death. It's going to be a lot of, the crime is starting to go through the roof because of this border crisis with Joe Biden deliberately allowed to happen. They paying billions of dollars to block the borders in Ukraine, but leaving the borders wide open in the United States. Do that make sense? It makes sense to these elites, to the international bankers who's giving the orders, because they have an agenda. Everybody have to be charagma, and this is one way how they're using it and taking advantage of this situation. This border crisis is going to come down to the point where they're going to say, listen, any migrant coming in now, we're going to allow you to come in, but you're going to have to be charagma so we can track you, because there's too much crime going on. And for all the migrants that's already here, if you're going to continue to receive your free goodies, you have to come down to that station to get charagma. If not, we're going to cut you from your free goodies, and you're going to be left to your own device out here. Crime is going to go through the roof. It's already going through the roof. You see? Y'all going to feel it. The crunch is coming down. Now you're going to see what we was talking about, dealing with from the Apostle Tahar on down. Now you're going to see. Now you're going to see what the hell we were telling you from the beginning. Now it's starting to take place. Now it's starting to take shape. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death. Because it's a food shortage. It's a food shortage. Look at the food prices. Look at the price of eggs. Hey, beef bacon, 8 slices, They want $16, $15 in certain places. Look at bread, milk. The food prices is going up. Hey, 3 little scraggly pieces of lamb chops. They want $13.99 for that. So things is going to the roof, and don't even try to cop some oxtails, man. For a small bag, you're gonna be paying almost $50 for that. That's gonna produce a famine, and they're doing it deliberately. It says back in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils come? Praise Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, do that which is right in the eyes of the Most High, and be under the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91st chapter on down, the first verse on down. Continue in this faith, sincerely. Go out there in the highways and the byways, do that which is right in the eyes of the Most High. Put up your videos, because evils are coming. Evils are coming. Not at the time to fall off. Not at the time to start slacking. Evils are coming and evils are here. At a certain time at night, you can't be on the streets. If you driving, you got to be on point. You stop at the light, or some car rolled up on you by the light. You got to be on point. Or if people on bikes roll up on you, you can't see their face. You got to be on point. You got to be ready to gun it. Shit is that bad. At a certain period at night, like 10, 11, 12 o'clock, you should be in your house, in your bed, or watching TV, or doing whatever you got to do, but not being in the streets. It says, 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. When you're going through all kind of hell, do you really sit back and say, damn, why am I going through this? Maybe I should change my life. Maybe I should stop doing what I'm doing. Whatever you're doing. Because whatever you're going through is a scourge for amendment to put you back on the right track. Where you could sit back and just analyze, if you're dealing with a spiritual mind, why am I going through this? What am I doing wrong? What can I change? People don't consider that. That's why it says back in 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse, what is that? Chapter 9, verse, it says, chapter 9, verse 12, the same must know after death by pain. Because people don't consider why they're going through things when they're going through them. They just try to make things better or continue in their wickedness and just wax worse and worse. It says, back in 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good sheep upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Because you go to Aldi's, I'm telling you, Aldi got some good prices. Trader Joe's, they got good prices. Then you can get this GMO food, which I don't recommend, in Dollar Tree. You can go to Costco's and buy in great bulk. You can go to BJ's and buy food in great bulk. So people think they're in a good case. They're getting $1,500 in food stamps, plus child support, probably perhaps alimony. So people think they're in a good case, man. Meanwhile, people are suffering. The morale in the cities at an all-time low. Wickedness is exceedingly polluted the whole earth. You can see all kind of wickedness happening out there, man. And people don't take it to heart. They just, as long as it's not affecting them now, they're going about their daily business. But soon all that's going to change. It says, behold, virtue shall be so good cheap. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, virtue shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. To be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, famine and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Hey man, if you don't die by famine, which is a horrific way to go, if you had enough brains in you to stock up on some food, if you can afford to, a few extra cans here, a few extra meats here, you know, cases of water. No, I'm not saying be a prepper, but stack up a little something. Where you escape the hunger, you may go outside and get put down by one of these Gurkha troops, or by a wicked ass migrant, or a wicked ass nigga, just wicked like you. So pain, death, and destruction is coming. It's already here. And it's going to consume the wicked. It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung. This is during the time of thermonuclear destruction and concentrated fire from them chariots. It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. How the earth is going to be wasted? Through thermonuclear destruction and concentrated fire, when Yahweh cracked them skies, bringing death, destruction, and deliverance. This is what this is going into. And it says, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it, no farmers, no farming being done. It says, the trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. Hey, martial law, thermonuclear destruction, concentrated fire from them chariots. It says, so that one man shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice. Hey, man, because in that time, man, very few people are going to be left on earth, man. Very few survivors, and those that's surviving out there is going to be that the road type scenario, or either what's that one with Denzel Washington? The title of the movie escapes me right now, but it's gonna be like the road scenario. It's gonna be like the road warrior type scenario. So, yeah, man, things gonna get real bad out there, real bad. It says, I'm gonna read 27 again. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 27. So that one man shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice. Because you're gonna think you're the only man left on earth. That's what it's gonna appear like. In that situation, in that time. It's only going to get worse, man. It's only going to get worse. And Brakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah for that, man. This devil needs to go down. This devil needs to go down, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter. I'm jumping around in the second book of Ezra. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another. That's that race war, that civil war, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men. Sedition, we always go into that word, is an uprising against a monarch or a government. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, their governors, their mayors, police captains, the president. It says, and the course of their action stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. When you go back to verse 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able. That's martial law. That's martial law. That's when these Gurkha troops, the UN troops, Interpol, the National Guards, is blocking off all the cities, enter to the city, all the bridges and the tunnels There's nobody coming in, nobody going out. And in that scenario, no food coming in these supermarkets, and nothing could go out. That's going to produce a sore famine. So you see situations like this going on with these migrants coming in and doing what they do. You gotta stop and think. Why are they allowing these migrants to come in unscreened and just give them a card and benefits and let them run amok in the streets? It's done by design. This is back in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's what's coming. The lack of bread and great tribulation. The lack of bread is a famine, and that great tribulation is civil war and martial law. So with that, I'm going to end this lesson there. Abu Ratazayu Akimateh was edified, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Bakak Wadash. Once again, double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders. Salutation, you Akimateh, that pushes word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.